On the maiden episode of Books Off Isaac's Shelf, we will be talking about Critical Mass by Philip Ball. Often called the Leviathan of the modern age, it refers to the book Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes as it, attempts to find a science of society, which I thought was already called sociology. Now, I would always recommend reading the Leviathan itself, but it's a very technical book. See, Thomas Hobbes approached philosophy through the lens of a scientist. He wanted to describe society through the individual, and he described the individual as something mechanistic. For Thomas Hobbes, the human person was mechanistic. The psychobiological processes of the human person were predictable. And if you can predict what goes inside a human, you can predict what goes inside a group of humans, in society as a whole. Philip Ball tries to do the same in Critical Mass, but instead of looking within the human, instead of looking at our psychology, at our biology, he looks at how we organize ourselves through traffic, through business, through our everyday dealings with other people. See, when Philip Ball notices patterns in society, he's called a bestseller. But when I start doing it, I get called a schizophrenic. We get to see a little bit of Ball's method in this passage from page 270 right here. Models which take account of the direct interaction between agents allow us to provide an account of macro phenomena which are caused by this interaction at the micro level but are no longer a blown up version of that activity. For Philip Ball, Thomas Hobbes' mistake when writing the Leviathan was that he started at the micro level and tried to blow that up into the macro level. In short, he tried to start at the human psyche, took general principles from that, and projected it on the entirety of society. But Michael Ball, while keeping to the Leviathanesque idea, the Leviathanesque principles of Thomas Hobbes, goes the other way around. The general practices of society, suggesting, implying how the individual thinks, and how the individual thinks, implying how we can game society as a whole. But at the end of the day, Philip Ball is not a philosopher, he is a science writer. And it's nice to see popular media, popular non-fiction, greatly influenced by philosophy. So I suggest this book, it's rather cheap, and I'd give it a final score of 7.5 out of